They told me how bad things were and how Khalistan may be declared within the next 5 or 6 days. And if Khalistan is declared, Pakistan would cross the border and get into India. On the 1st of June, I was to go on 2 months annual leave. I was commanding a division in Meerut. And in the evening of the 31st of May, a phone call came from Chandigarh to say that General Brar is required in the operations room in Chandigarh tomorrow by 12 o'clock. General Sundarji was sitting there. He was the army commander. I was still in my mind wondering, what is this business? No idea. Then he said, well, Bulbul, he called me by my nickname. He says, Bulbul, we've called you here for a very special mission. The situation is very serious and we'll want you to move to Amritsar the moment this briefing is over and start planning the operation. So I said, sir, this evening I'm flying to Manila. I'm on 2 months annual leave. And then he said, I'm sorry, your leave is cancelled. There's a more important job waiting for you. They told me how bad things were and how Khalistan may be declared within the next 5 or 6 days. And if Khalistan is declared, Pakistan would cross the border and get into India, just as we went into Bangladesh. They would recognize Khalistan. So the division in Amritsar, they were given the task to defend the borders. There's a possibility Punjab police will mutiny and join in with Khalistan. So we would have to then disarm the police. I did my recce from outside. I dare not do it inside. I dare not stay inside. Because if they get hold of me, I'm the commander of this operation. The operation won't start.
They would have recognized you?
Of course they would have recognized me. There was a chap there called General Shabik Singh.
What happened to him?
Unfortunately, he was court-martialed. What exactly his crime was, I don't know. And he was dismissed from service. Shabik Singh and I were good friends.
71 war.
71 war. Before that, when I was a cadet in the JSW, part of NDA, part of the Indian Military Academy, he was my instructor. Shabik Singh had told Bhindranwale that it's not going to be easy. We're going to have a tough fight if the army decides to come in, because I can see General Bulbul Brar outside. And he's a tough guy. He's a Jat Sikh, just like you. And just like me, we're all Jat Sikhs. We fight. That morning, I decided to address all the troops who were going to go in. I spoke to them and I explained to them what the situation was. If there's anyone amongst you who doesn't want to go in for religious reasons or any other reasons, I don't hold it against you. No action will be taken against you. One young Sikh boy, he got up. I said, no problem, son. You don't have to go in. He says, you've got me wrong, sir. Not only do I want to go in, I want to be the first one to go in. I want to be the first one to reach the Akal Takht and to get Bhindranwale. Brave fellow, Captain Raina. So now the operation started. His platoon was the first to enter the Golden Temple. And as they entered, fire came from all directions, heavy firing on them. I could hear people dying. I said, how is he? He said he's been very badly wounded. Both his legs have been shot.
Captain Raina.
I said, evacuate him. Bring him out immediately. I have an ambulance waiting here. I'll send him to the hospital straight away. He said he's refusing to come out. He's crawling. He's going on all his fours. He's carrying on. He says, I'm going to reach the Akal Takht. I'm not going back. I said, now forcibly, because he's bleeding so heavily, forcibly pick him up and bring him out. So he was forcibly brought out, sent to hospital, both legs amputated. I got him the Ashoka Chakra, the highest award that you can give to a person not in actual war. He was in a wheelchair without his legs, and the president, instead of, you have to go up the 2 steps to receive your medal from the president came down 2 steps to pin the award on him because he couldn't go up.